All right, guys. Sunday morning, we're live. Give me a few seconds. I want to click up YouTube so I can put the chat on. The pop-up chat. Give me a few minutes, guys. Okay. Give me a couple seconds. I got to put the pop-out chat up so I can talk to you guys. All right. Okay, let's see if I get the pop-out. All right, pop-out is there. Mr. Thoreau, good morning. What's for breakfast? Okay. Good morning, Steve. We have homemade ham and eggs, English muffins, and a cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Even though it's not Dunkin', it's Dunkin' Donuts, but it's made with a Keurig, so it's good enough. All right, before I start, before I put up the StreamYard link, I just want to give thoughts and prayers to our friend James. Steve, you know him. I'm not going to mention his last name. He's going through a real rough time right now, and I talked to his family. I've been talking to him constantly. I talk to James every day. He's in the fight for his life right now, and I just want everyone to put him in your thoughts and prayers, and hopefully, you know, we'll be talking soon. So, thoughts and prayers go out to James and his family, and we wish you a speedy recovery, buddy. And I know everyone's out there is really, we're fighting for you, James. We really are. So, just take care, my friend, and all thoughts and prayers go to you. All right. I will put out the link, and we'll see who shows up. There's the link. We should get our regulars on here, Mrs. Pate, some other people. I actually talked to Bruce Pender last night on his stream. He was told to come back to Canada from Mexico. His prime minister, I said, evacuated everybody from Mexico, so he's actually back. Don't know if he'll be on this morning because I believe he's 3 hours different in time, so it's only 5 in the morning there. He was joking, saying he didn't get any sleep anyway, so he'll probably show up, but we'll see what happens. Okay, at this point, you know, let's see what happens. Let me put the pop-up chat back up there. There we go. Okay, I can see the pop-up chat. All right, like I said, we'll see if we can get on Bruce and some of these other guys. I'm dressed today, my Terrell apparel. Love Terrell, love the channel. Everyone go visit Terrell Fixes All. He's good. But like I said, it's breakfast time, so I'm going to talk and I'm going to eat breakfast. So anyone wants to talk about anything? You working on anything, Steve? What's going on? I see on Maddie's channel all the time. Anything going on in your area? Yeah, definitely prayers out to James. I tell you, I've never met the guy, but we're like best friends. We talk all the time, and I look forward to seeing him and his lovely wife someday in front of my house in a 1979 Peterbilt conventional. He told me one day we're going to see that, so I'm looking forward to that, James. Really am. Anywho, Cherokee, good morning. It is a breakfast chat, so I'm eating breakfast. Anywho, today on tap for me, I've got a John Deere STX 38 that a good friend of mine brought to me. The front axle was bent at about 30 degrees. I looked up the parts list, and it looks like there's just a 10 millimeter by 120 millimeter bolt that goes through the front to the back with some washers and lock nuts. But to get to it, the muffler is right in the front of the engine. It's a Kohler CV15, so the muffler is right in the front. You have to drop that muffler to gain access to the bolt. So I'll do that this morning. Hopefully fix it for him. You know, it's in beautiful shape. The Deere STX 38s are great little mowers. The thing's probably 30 years old, but you know what? They cut phenomenal. You know, people say, oh, it's a little lawn tractor. They cut phenomenal. If you could ever get an old Deere STX 38, I recommend it. They cut fantastic. So what's everybody working on? Anything? What else do I have? Oh, I fixed that chipper yesterday. If you guys saw that video, the guy, it was funny. He was getting ready to shut the chipper down. He hit the throttle, and then he just so happened to have some stuff in the chute, and it sucked it in, and a branch, because it didn't have the velocity to chip it, it jammed it in between the tines. So we had to take the front half of the thing off to get to it, but it wasn't too bad. What else? Like I said, it's a sideline for me. Ken Small Engine's been doing it about 20 years. I fix basically anything, 2-stroke, 4-stroke, doesn't matter what it is, what brand, what year, what anything, who cares? You know, so people drop stuff on my driveway all the time. I don't advertise. People know me. I probably have 500-600 customers, and all of a sudden, one day I'll get home and I'll see a note in the driveway with a piece of equipment saying, Ken, my name is Joe. Fix this for me and call me. Okay. Like I said, it works for me. It's coffee money. And now with this COVID-19, you know, my wife's a paraprofessional, and schools are all closed down. So that's why I'm hoping Chris chimes in. We'll talk about that a little bit. But they're talking about, you know, they're not going to pay them because, you know, teacher's one thing. Teacher, you know, they could do the online stuff. But a para who works with special needs kids, if they're not there to work with the kids, what are they doing? So they figured don't pay them. So, and it's okay. You know, if you're not working, you shouldn't get paid. I mean, unless you have a, you know, depending on your profession, of course. But in her case, I could see, so Ken Small Engines is going to pick up the slack, and we'll be all right. Definitely be okay. What else is going on? Grass season is here. In fact, I was at a customer yesterday. I did a John Deere LA118. I think I showed it in a couple of the videos, just a quick tune-up, things like that, sharpen the blades. I did a video on the impact gun using my 1/2-inch impact. Anyway, I delivered that. The guy, same town as me. It's funny. You go 3-4 miles away from where you live, and the ecosystem is totally different. They've got 3 inches of lawn, all kinds of stuff. It's just crazy. But fertilizer, everything else, these guys are crazy with it. Oh, what do you got, Steve? 372 big bore. Ooh, that'd be fun. Bearings and oh, good. Single piston or single ring. Okay, cool. Big bore. So that's what, 52, right? Big bore, 52. So I see Maddie's all the time. I tell you, one thing that got me into these chainsaws and everything, I met Matty Olson. It was about 1.5 years ago. I was in the chat and all, and I started talking to him. I said, look, you're in Farmington. I'm in Trumbull. I said, we're an hour difference. I said, I could stop up there one day. I went up there just to visit, say hello. He put the as-is saw in my hand, just that as-is saw. Oh, my God, just the power. I was like, holy cow. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, James has that saw, if I'm not mistaken. But I tell you, that's what got me into saws. I mean, I always fixed them, you know, did little things, but I wasn't really concerned about timing and porting and transfers and all that stuff. Who cared? I just fix them, get my money. But when you put a modded saw, ported saw in your hand with a modified muffler and all, and bury it in some wood, it's like the first time you ride a Harley Davidson if you're a motorcycle rider. I mean, I rode Hondas, and all of a sudden I rode a Harley. I'm like, oh my God, what is that? Same thing. You put one of Matty's saws that's all ported up in your hand, you're like, wow. So anyway, anyone who doesn't know Matty's channel, Matty Olson, visit his channel. Good chainsaw videos, bolt for bolt videos, good live streams. So there's a nice family there. We all know each other and been doing it for a while. So anyway, we'll see what happens. Yeah, ported saw, Steve. It was ported with the muffler done. Oh my God, it doesn't feel like a saw. It feels like you got a Harley in your hand cutting through wood. It's the vibration, the power. Oh my God. I'm assuming most people, 8 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, especially East Coast, or even Midwest, are at church. Most people around here go to church 7, 8 o'clock. So we'll see. Generally, 8, 8:30, people will chime in. Hopefully, Jason and Chris Pate will chime in because they're always fun. And I'm trying to get Henry from Mowers and Blowers to chime in. I don't know his contact information as far as emails or anything, but I'd love to have him chime in. If Bruce Pender gets up early, he can chime in. But, you know, I don't expect a lot of people right now because, like I said, 8 o'clock Eastern time, it's early, especially when people aren't on the East Coast. I'll put the link up again. Anyone who wants to join the stream, you just click on the link, have your camera on, your microphone available. You hit it. I look at you, make sure you're human. Click you on, boom, then you come up. You could talk, you could see yourself, have some fun. And we have a good time. Anyway, where are you out of, Steve? What location, what state are you in? Two great websites, or people actually. 8th Fleet Command from Walt, upstate New York. Spike 60, same thing, upstate New York. Love Walt's videos. And Spike too, he's the dealer. He's the Husqvarna dealer in upstate New York. Oh, Canada. Now, I don't know Canada too well as far as geographically. Is that the east side, middle, or west side? I think west side is Toronto. I don't know. You on the same time zone as me? It's 8 o'clock. It's 10 after 8. What I really like lately with Walt too, Walt and I have something in common. We love trains. As a kid growing up, toy trains, all that stuff. I just love trains. I love anything mechanical. That's why I became a mechanical engineer, and I'm into machinery and all that stuff. So the same zone. Okay. Walt will post. He's got the Susquehanna Valley trains, the yellow and black ones by him, and the Norfolk Southerns. He's got some of those. And every time he's out and about, and he sees the trains, he'll stop and take a video. And I like that because, I mean, even as a kid, I'd sit there and just like mesmerized watching trains go by. I'm fortunate that I live 25 miles from New Haven, and New Haven, big railroad center and all that stuff. And we would go up there and look at the roundhouse and where they stored all the trains. You could actually, there's an overpass where civilians can walk. It's a car overpass. You could actually stay on the overpass, and beneath you is the transfer table, you know, the rotary where they do all the trains and stuff. And just, we had a good time. Love trains. You mean American Flyer? Made in New Haven. American Flyer, New Haven, Connecticut. AC Gilbert, the company who made Erector, the Erector sets, literally 25 miles from here. A friend of mine, a good friend of mine, he passed away, but he was an inspector for AC Gilbert. He inspected trains for American Flyer. So remember, American Flyer is S gauge, 2-rail, not 3-rail like Lionel, 2-rail, and nothing else fits on it like HO or anything. So it's unique in what it is. And they remake them now. There's actually a company, I don't know if it's Mike's Train House or one of those other companies, bought the rights to American Flyer, and they actually make those trains now. And I'm into it. I have a whole closet full of Lionel trains right behind me. I love trains. Love toy trains, real trains. Anywho, yeah, the mid-50s were the best time for toy trains too. The designs, the styles, the F-Series, you know, Santa Fe, the War Bonnet, all that stuff. Phenomenal. Great time for trains. But there's nothing like a steam train, though. We could see the articulating linkages and all that stuff. And but my favorite, though, if you're into trains and like the mechanics and all that stuff, a Shays locomotive, SHAYS, Shays. It's a narrow gauge logging train, and all the linkages and everything are external, and it is the coolest thing. Check it out. Western Maryland has a couple of them. What's called Shays, SHAYS. They're fun trains. AC Gilbert, you can get some good money off the American Flyer trains. You really can. But the thing is, I'll be honest with you, the most fun you have is watching kids' faces when you run them. I mean, even kids nowadays, even though with video games and all that, you set up a toy train, you're having fun. I mean, no doubt about it. You're having fun. And like I said, Cherokee, I think Mike's Train House or MTH, it's called, I think they bought the rights to American Flyer. So if you look up American Flyer today, you can still buy them. They're just, newer. They're probably made in China or somewhere, but just the track and all that stuff still available. Funny story. I don't know if you guys know, Lionel Trains years ago, one of the owners, Neil Young, the rock star, he actually bought interest in Lionel, was one of the controlling partners. And also General Mills, they made the cereals. They owned it in the early 70s. They called it Fun Dimensions. They've known it that long, but a few people have owned Lionel. I remember growing up, AFX, Tyco, all those different slot cars. Used to love that stuff. Love it. Oh, I remember setting that thing up and playing with that all Christmas. You'd get it and you'd play with it all day. $8:15. Just us three. Hopefully some other guys will chime in. But anyhow, Cherokee, you working on anything? Anything on your bench? Always curious to see what people are working on. Even though I do it as like a sideline, I still have something brewing all the time on my bench. Oh, no kidding. Good old Neil Young, Crazy Horse. He was such a trained guy. When they were going out of business or getting up for sale, he bought. I think he had not controlling interest, probably like 30 or 40%. But he was on the board of directors, Neil Young. Does that mean he's Canadian? I never knew that. See that? Ken Small Engines, you find out about rock stars. Oh. Yeah, Colorado. Yeah, especially with all the different grades and stuff. It's amazing. You see some of the trains out there in the Midwest and West out there. They have 200-300 cars being pulled by 4 or 5 engines, and it's just slow and steady. Just unbelievable, the power. Like I said, anybody wants to chime in, click on the link. I buzz you in, and we get to see your face, and we get to talk. But I don't know about you guys, but breakfast, number one meal for me. I could just have breakfast and dinner. I don't care about lunch. Breakfast and dinner. But what's the weather like up there, Steve? It's about 30 here. They say it's only going to get to about 40, 42. It was warmer yesterday, but Friday was 72 degrees. It was crazy. It felt like summer. I do most of my work outside, so it's nice when it's warmer, but I don't mind the cold. I like the cold. Oh, school named after him. That's cool. Yeah, my town, Trumbull, is named after Jonathan Trumbull. He was hung out with the founding fathers, stuff like that. That's where we're named after. Minus 14, yeah, about Celsius. So times 1.8 plus 32. So what is that? So about 10 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. Still cold. Cherokee, what the air horns? The actual air horns? Oh, the steam whistles? The steam whistles or the actual horns like on the diesels? The steam whistles can get real loud. Oh my God. A friend of mine had one. We put about 100 psi air in it. Literally, we thought we lost our hearing. It was that loud. Unbelievable. Ooh. What part of Texas, Cherokee? My company has a division down there in Grapevine, Texas. We have a division where we do helicopter parts. Surprised there's not more people on. Like I said, 8:20 in the morning. Who the heck's going to get up to watch me? But we'll see. We will see. A couple of friends I have in Texas, it's funny, you call them up, it'll be 40 degrees in the morning, it'll be 110 in the afternoon. It's like, wow, crazy weather down there. Yeah, steam whistles, I tell you. Even the little ones, you put compressed air in those things, oh my gosh, crazy. My buddy mounted air horns in his grill on his truck. There was a lady in front of him in a Prius, and she was just acting like a jerk. He laid into that, thought she had a heart attack. Literally thought she had a heart attack. You see her in the car like shaking. That's how loud these things were. It was a triple horn array with an air compressor on board. Unbelievable. It's funny, Steve. You say I don't like the heat. Connecticut's funny. New England. They say you don't like the weather, wait 20 minutes and you'll have something else. But we could have -5, -6 in the winter sometimes, and plus 100, 102. So it's all over the board. All over the board. Friendswood. I got to see where that is. But what's funny? I just said about Priuses. I'm more a fan of internal combustion than electric, although Teslas are pretty cool and fast. Every Prius I see is always doing 100 miles an hour in the left lane. So I don't think it's about economy. I think it's about it is about economy because it doesn't cost a lot to power them. But everyone I see is blowing by me at 90 miles an hour. So what's the deal with Prius and energy savings and all that? They're doing 100 miles an hour. Crazy. They just don't realize, when the acceleration goes to 0 and they hit something, they're dead, because those things, I don't think they're safe. But anyway. So what else am I working on? Oh, they canceled the get-together in Connecticut, which sort of bums me out. There's a guy that's on the chats, and he may come on here today. Will G. He younger gentleman, and he's done a lot of nice small engine work too. He did a 61 to 272 conversion. He did a 340 to 346 XP conversion. In fact, he just put out the video yesterday. And just a super nice guy, and he lives up close to where Dan is up there, where the get-together was going to be in Connecticut. And I was hoping to be up there again because I had a great time there last year, even though I was only there a couple hours. Maddie was up there and all the guys from the forums and everything. And just a good time. We have a real good time. But they're talking 6-foot distance, no more than 10 people. And what are you going to do? Yep. Yeah, those smart cars are pretty fast. BMW builds those, I believe. Or Mercedes, one of those companies. I think Mercedes builds those. But yeah, fast. But you know what? It's like an old BMW Isetta. You're right there. You hit the front of something or you're dead. I mean, you're not surviving that crash. Definitely not. And they say the commercial they did for smart cars, they actually put a Chevy Suburban on top of one. Oh, it won't crush. Cars aren't landing on your roof, pal. You're hitting something. So I don't care if it'll take the weight on your roof. When you're doing 130 miles an hour and you hit something, you're not coming out. So, yeah, Priuses, smart cars, Minis, those Fiat 500s, they're all doing 100 miles an hour in the left lane. I don't know. Where is everybody? Now I'm going to have an inferiority complex if people don't come on. I know it's early, but we'll see. Hopefully Pate or some of the others will come on. It's about 8:24. So we'll see. Hopefully people chime in. Oh, that's right. I'm sure it is. There you go. No excuses. No excuses for people not to be here. But in defense of that, I know James, our friend James, who's ailing, they did online versions of the Mass. So you could just go online and listen to the sermon, so that way you don't miss it. I don't know how they collect the weekly money, but I know they do it like that. I got to look at your channel, Cherokee. Am I subscribed to your channel, Cherokee? I got to look. I don't know if I am. I will. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. That's a good one. You definitely get even with something like that, especially if it's nighttime. We were talking about that the other day on Mix Mowers stream. I don't know if you guys know Mix Mowers. Shout out Mix Mowers. Great guy, great channel, great stream. We have a good time. He was talking about different horns. Or one of the guys on the stream was talking about horns, and we did have a 6 o'clock fire whistle. It was actually an air raid whistle during the war, World War II. And every day at 6 p.m., all the horns in town, we had 4 of them, 4 firehouses, all go off at 6 o'clock for 1 minute. Now, these things are deafening loud. I don't know how the people who live next to them could live there, but they'd set off this air raid horn, which is like a call to arms type thing, years ago, every day at 6 o'clock. So that's how you knew how to set your watches and your clocks. But they started complaining about the noise and all that, so they stopped it. But I miss it. Growing up as a kid, you knew when it was 6 p.m., those fire horns went off. So, but loud, oh my God. It looked like 15 trumpets, but it was actually powered by an air fan, an actual fan that blew through these horns. But there's about 15 horns, and wow, was it loud. Not taking cash. Oh, I didn't see. That's not, no, not around here. Around here, everybody's wearing gloves, whether it be the cashiers and all that stuff. So, but I can see their point, not want to spread germs with the money, but good idea. But there are some people who, they just only pay cash. And then there's 99% of the rest of the world who doesn't even have $1 in their pocket. And everything's a credit card or a debit card. So the funny thing is, around here, 3-4 months ago, they always offered the latex or whatever gloves at the pump. So that way, if you're a young lady or whatever, you don't want to smell like gas, you'd put a little glove on and pump your gas. People were stealing them, so now they don't have them. So I forgot about it yesterday when I was going to fill up, and or the other Friday, and I had an actual little plastic shopping bag in there from Home Depot or something. So I grabbed that bag and used that. You never know. I mean, who's touching all these gas pumps and everything? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, good point. Pretty much before you know it, hey, boss man, welcome. Before you know it, not going to be any cash transactions. It's all going to be plastic. What you got going on, boss man? Anything good? Finishing up my ham and eggs. Almost done. We got Steve and Cherokee here. We're waiting for Pate and all the rest of them. Hopefully they'll come on. There's the link if anyone wants to come on and join and be on the stream. Just click on the link. I'll take a look and make sure you're human. Click you on. Boom. There you go. But what have we been talking about? We've been talking about a little bit about small engines, smart cars, Priuses, train horns. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I don't know if you saw the beginning. We did a shout out to our friend James, who's having a real tough time right now. He's actually in the fight of his life, and we want to make sure prayers are given and thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family, because he's good people, definitely good people, and he deserves to come through this and continue on. Young man, and he's got a lot of years left. So thoughts and prayers out to James and his family. Hope to Talk to you soon. What you working on, boss? Anything good? I just got a John Deere tractor axle today, front axle. It's all bent up. I'm hoping it's just the axle pin. Something stupid, you know. Take me an hour or two, and I don't think I have a 10 millimeter by 120 hex head cap screw. I don't have one of those. I'll probably put a 3/8 16 or 3/8 24 cap screw in. So we'll see what happens. It was funny. I went on there before and saying, "Oh, everybody's probably at church," but no, most of the church is canceled. You can't assemble more than 10 people. So they haven't shut down our state of Connecticut where no one can do anything. They haven't done that yet. Oh, it's Mike. I'm sorry. Hey, Mike. I didn't know that was your handle. Snobby. There you go. Welcome, Snob. Yeah, I figured I'd get my UK contingent. It's 12:30. But definitely. Oh, okay. What's on that channel? Now 73. That's your born, Mike. If it is, I got a lot of years on you. What's going on, Snob? Like I said, anybody wants to join, the link's right there. Click on the link, say hello. The breakfast is officially done. Still got a little bit of coffee left, so we'll finish that. But it's over 10 years old. Dusty, there you go. Where's my Madonna? I got to put on my Madonna today. I'll listen to it when I'm working on that John Deere in the driveway later. Definitely Into the Groove, my favorite. One of my favorite songs of all time. Brings back good memories of going out, you know, dancing and all that stuff when we were younger. Challenge your hobby. Let's see. Someone made a comment before, Dusty and Snobby and everybody, about how the gas stations where they are, they're not accepting paper money anymore. It's just plastic, so they don't even want you in the store. Around here, all the guys in the gas stations are wearing the gloves so that they're protected, you know, to hand you your money and all. But one thing I noticed too, before all this stuff started, they would offer the gloves in a container next to the pump. So you could just grab your glove and go from there. Not anymore. People were stealing them. So no sense doing that, you know? So, but Papa Don't Praise. Yeah, another good song. Another definitely good song. Good story too. You know? But here's the link. Whoever wants to come and join, feel free. It is 8:30. Been on for about a half hour, waiting for some more regulars to show up, get some good conversations going. We could do 6 at a time, so come on in. The water's fine. Anywho. Got on my Terrell apparel. Anyone who likes Terrell Small Engines or Terrell Fixes All, visit his channel. Great videos. Nothing this weekend, though. He didn't have one this weekend. But you going into work, Mike, or what? Or is it just video day today? Wow. Yeah, but you know what's funny? You talk about these dust masks. Here comes Mike. Just wave to me, Mike. There you go.
Good morning.
Yeah, what's up? Hey, brother, how's it going?
I'm doing good. Good morning, everybody out there in the chat.
We're talking about these dust masks, and you know, we had all kinds of meetings at work because, you know, I work for a defense contractor, all stuff, so we're really into it. And they were saying those N95 masks. In fact, the president was even talking about them, and Mike Pence was talking. You got to remember, the virus itself is 0.08 micron in diameter. N95 masks are 300 micron in diameter. It ain't gonna block it. So people are going crazy for these N95 masks. It does not block COVID-19. I don't know why they're pitching it. You know, maybe N95 is the biggest seller that 3M has for a mask, but the particles will get through it. That's why, we're, an engineering aerospace company. So we delve into it. And we just said to ourselves, what is the size of the particle? And someone came out with a memo saying, you can wear all the N95 you want. It'll help. Don't get me wrong, but it's not going to block it. So.
Mick has the best mask. He has the one with the filters on his side.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, like a World War II, German.
So I just want to point out the the Bossman 1973. That's actually a channel that I've been working on for the past 10 years. It's basically a local. How should I say this? Try to be nice about it. It's basically bad accidents and fires and disasters. Yeah, that I do recording. So some videos are decent as far as like good views, but other videos that actually have the truth with the accident that the news media can't be able to cover on television.
So more of the public service, Mike?
Yeah, it's a independent news media. That's basically what I am on that channel. You know, there's local fire departments that actually work with me, and they watch some of the videos and a few other things, and they do some training with it. So
Sure.
It's not a big channel, but the views on it is pretty good.
I tell you, it's always the independent video that tells the truth about something that happens that you never see. You know?
Yeah, well, that's basically what all those videos are. So I actually had a few insurance companies request the videos that I got a hold of, and a couple fire departments. Yeah.
Yeah, I had an accident years ago in one of my cars, and there weren't videos back then. We're going back in the 80s, but someone witnessed the guy who hit me, and there was only one witness that knew I was physically stopped when the guy hit me, because the guy is trying to sue me in front of me saying I hit him. No, I got pushed into him. And the guy in back of me actually came up to me and said, look, I saw everything, gave me his name. If I didn't have him, I would have been sued, you know?
Yep.
So, but now with dash cams and all that stuff, I mean, you know, pretty much everyone and their brother has a $10 dash cam. So you can't hide anything nowadays, you know?
Yep.
So,
what's up, Steven?
But we got Dusty and Snobby on from the UK.
Yeah, we had a nice shop day yesterday. Me and Bruce.
I love chatting with those guys. Oh, I talked to Bruce Pender last night. I guess, I don't know if you saw his video. The Prime Minister made everyone from Canada that was in Mexico fly home. So they actually had, they called them relief flights, and they sent them all home. So Bruce is home. I don't know if he'll be on, because I believe he's 3 hours from us. So it's 5:30 in the morning. I don't expect him to be up, but he actually sent a note saying, you know, I may be there. We'll see. Yeah,
no, wrong Bruce. This is Mower Outlaw.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Bruce Pender. Okay.
Bruce Mower Outlaw. He's the one that went up to. He lives up in Maine, right there.
Oh, there you go. Welcome. How you doing?
How's it going?
Oh, I've seen your channel. I've seen your channel. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm going back to get my foot massaged.
Who's there? Cheryl's doing that?
No.
Who's doing
Him and his girl, they spent the night here because they reserved the hotel. No.
Hey, kebab stuff?
Hold on. They reserved the hotel, but long story make it short, the hotel, they won't let nobody from out of state stay in the hotel. So they're kind of like bummed because we made plans for the shop day for a while and make a video on it. And, you know, cancel the plans kind of sucks. So
That's crazy.
yeah, we figured just open the house, have them stay here last night.
Now, is your whole state shut down, Mike?
No, the state's not shut down. Our governor, how should I say this? Our governor is stupid. I can't say too much because it's not my freedom of speech videos, but I'll try to be nice.
Well, a lot of times, Mike, there'll be copycats. They're waiting for an adjacent state to do something, then they'll follow suit.
Yep. And that's usually, I think that's what she's doing. It's basically, she's asking everybody to shelter down, but still go ahead, do your work, do your normal things. But when it comes down to like stores and stuff, if you see more than 25 people in there, turn around, go home, you know that's not going to happen.
Yep.
You know, if you're at that store, you have more than 25 people in there, you're going to go in that store. You're going to touch those carriages. You're going to touch everything that's in there. It's not even the produce, the vegetables, whatever, if there's anything left. How many times is somebody going to pick up that can and put it back down? You know?
Well, I went to Walmart yesterday. I was there 7 a.m. Figured, let me get the rush on it. The whole parking lot was full, right?
Yep.
So we go in there, and it wasn't old people either. It was everybody. I walked in there, half the people had masks on, half the people had gloves on, and every employee had gloves. No matter if you're a register, stocking shelves, or whatever, they all had gloves on. So, you know, it's getting serious.
7 a.m. to 10 a.m. is for 55 and older only.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had that at the grocery stores here. So the older people, 6 to 7:30 in the morning, because they're probably up that early. Who knows? But the thing that stuck is a friend of mine went there, and he's 60. He doesn't look it, but there was an older woman, and she couldn't even really move around. And you'd think that the people would help her shop, but they were just leaving her there, which is kind of terrible,
Bruce said, yeah, like us.
Oh,
That's why we had to get up there early to get there.
3 more years, I'll be there. So,
I still got 20.
I'll be 57. So, truth be told,
Yeah, he was just young schmuck.
I'm 35. I'm getting there.
To be 35 again. Oh my God. The damage we could do, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh my God, babe. No.
But back then, Mike, when we were kids, we'd get in trouble. They'd bring you home. Your father tan your hide, and that was it. Now you go to jail.
Not even my father was like, decent, but it was my mother you had to watch out for. And my mother, she used to come and chase us with her broom. So we smartened up and started to hide the broom. But she had the broom in the same spot all the time. But once she realized it was missing, she was like mad because we moved the broom in this way. She doesn't hit us with the broom. So she smartened up and started using her shoe.
My mother used a wooden spoon, okay? And literally, Mike, she broke it once or twice over my head and once or twice on my butt.
Wow.
I mean, that's breaking a wooden spoon on your butt. You got to hit pretty hard.
Yep.
But that was the way it was. My father had the leather belt, and I'd come home, and if I did something bad, he'd be like, and I'd be like, "Whoa, that's it." I went to my room, shut the door.
I had the leather belt with the little round little balls that was stapled to it.
Oh yeah, the eyelets. Yep. Those are what hurt.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh yeah. And then it's funny though, Mike. You get your butt tanned, you see the little round marks on your butt.
Yep.
Where he whacked you.
Cherokee Rebel, what's going on?
Today, the parents would go to jail. Back then, it was discipline. I mean, I'm not saying hit anybody, but you know what? We learned. You did it once, and that was it. It was over.
Yep.
Different world we live in.
You ever see that commercial? You're local enough. You've probably seen it about the 2 police officers that go up to the woman's door. The woman opens the door and asks if there was a problem. She says, "There's no problem here." And the little boy comes up to the door and says, "I call the cops." And the police officer looks at the little boy and says, "Why did you call the cops?" "Well, she hit me," pointed to the mom. And there's one police officer who was like, turned to the other officer, which was not a rookie. He was like an older guy. And you see the 2 police officers talking. And then they come back to the door, and the older guy, police officer, pulls that little young kid over to the side, tells that little kid, "If you ever call the police department because your mom hit you because you're being disciplined on something that you did wrong, I will come here, I'll take my belt off, and I'll whip your butt."
That's a commercial?
That's a commercial, yes.
Wow.
Bruce says
Wow.
he's seen it.
I'm surprised the liberal media let that on. You know? Wow.
And then at the end, you see that little kid running into the house, and the mother was like stunned, didn't say not one thing. She said, "Thank you, officers." That was it. Yep.
My favorite commercial lately, though, is the new Heineken commercial, the zero alcohol Heineken commercial. You see that one?
No.
The guy's sitting in his car. He's got the Heineken. He's in a convertible or something. And he's drinking. All the woo! It's the cop car, right? The guy's sitting there drinking. Doesn't show you the label, okay? So you figure, okay, drunk driving, whatever. So the cop goes up to the car. Guy goes, "I'm going to be smart." So he takes the bottle and he rotates it and says zero, zero alcohol. So the cop goes like this. He points up, says no parking. That was a good commercial. I like that one.
0.0 Heineken tastes delicious, but they still charge you for it, and you can still get an open container for having it in your vehicle.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, now what do they say? Distracted driving now. Even if they see you eating an egg sandwich or something, they could ticket you for distracted driving.
I don't know. I think it's not so much the rules and regulations. I think nothing against the police officers. I can't say anything bad about them, but this is my opinion. Some of the older police officers are decent. But you get these young rookies, it goes right through their head.
Oh,
right.
It's all about the revenue. They want the revenue.
Yep.
The notoriety. Yeah.
Yep.
It's funny, like in our town, we went from all the cops being in their 50s till they're all in their teens and 20s.
Yep.
It's like, what the hell happened? That middle group just retired and got a second career, you know?
They smartened up.
Yeah. Well, no, half of them are actually cops in towns 2 towns over. You know, they start when they're 20. When they're 40, they retire, go to another police department. They retire when they're 60. They have 2 pensions.
Oh. Yep. So
And
what
it's
are you
funny,
working on today?
after 20 years, they're collecting their pension. At 40, they can collect it. They don't have to wait till 62. So imagine that.
Yep.
What am I doing? John Deere STX 38. The axle, I don't know if it's the axle pin or what, but the axle's bent at like a 30-degree angle, so I have to determine what's wrong with it. Got to take half the muffler in the front of the tractor apart to get to it, but that'll be today's project.
Yep.
I saw your burnout video. That was pretty wild. Did you got enough likes? Is that what it was?
No. I did a burnout on the other video. That was just a clip I did for 32 seconds. That's
Oh, yeah.
a video. I think the shortest video I ever uploaded on YouTube. 32 seconds.
Didn't you have a video where you said if you got enough likes or something, you would?
Yeah, that was the live. I ended up getting 50 likes on it, so I did the burnout. It was actually 48 likes, and after I did the burnout, it was 50. So
It's not coming down on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not more people on here. You know, like Pates and all those guys.
as the morning, everybody's still sleeping.
Yeah, I guess. 4:09. I don't know. I'm up at 4 o'clock. It's just, I don't know. I'm up. What are you working on today? Are you guys doing something group thing today or what?
Absolutely nothing. Relaxed day.
What's the weather like up there? Same as here, like 30s?
Yeah, it's about 27, 28.
Yeah, it's supposed to hit like 40, 42 today, which sucks when you work out in your driveway, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. I'll be right back with Cam. I got to go get my breakfast.
I just finished mine. I got the plate to prove it. Dusty, what's going on, Snob? Dusty, anything going on with you guys or what? What's the plan over there in the UK? Anything hot over there? I expected to maybe see Mick or somebody, but we'll see. I guess I'm just not that popular nowadays. No, we'll see. But what else is everybody doing? Who's still there? Steve's still there. I think Cherokee's still there. Mike's there.
I had a cold corner of bacon. I'm still working on it.
Same.
How about sausage? Pasta.
Sounds like they're having a good old time at breakfast over there.
Mike's yelling at us for not getting more food.
Oh, what? He went out and got it?
No, his wonderful old lady cooked it, and he's yelling at us to go in the kitchen and get more. I still got a whole plate full.
Sure. Well, I had my ham and eggs this morning, so I'm good until about 2 o'clock.
I got eggs, 2 different kinds of bacon, kielbasa, sausage, egg, sausage McMuffin thing. Not McMuffin. What the hell is this thing called?
English
English muffin. There it is.
Hey, you know what they say about a pig? You can eat everything but the squeal.
Yeah.
What happened? Look at him.
Here you go.
Nice. Oh, wow.
Wow.
That looks good. Oof. You got potatoes too, or is that just all pork?
Pork, sausage, kielbasa. She cooks this every Sunday for me.
Nice.
I'm gonna be 5 pretty soon.
Okay, get rid of that icon there for you. Put something up a little more tasty.
You know, do you want to touch up?
Yeah, please.
Can I have my own place?
Hey, do you know that guy Ken Small Engine?
Want me to keep out my place?
I'm a little familiar with him.
Yeah, he just posted something. Come join us.
Hey.
We'll see.
Please.
I figured I had more people, even though it's only 8:49 in the morning, but East Coast time.
No.
Maybe that guy Ken has more people on his channel.
Not more than you, Mike. You got a 10. What are you up to now, Mike?
Excuse me?
What are you up to on sub?
Let's see. Last I checked, it was 1,560 or
Yeah,
30, somewhere around there.
that elusive 1,000 mark. Someday, we'll see.
I'm just about getting up to that 16 very shortly.
Now, are you what they call monetized or anything?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get there, but yeah,
you will.
I guess.
He's not.
My kid's got a GoPro. I'm hoping that she'll
He's
help
not
me take some real videos instead of using the phone.
Yeah.
But
The biggest thing is that you got to just stick with your live videos. After you get the live videos, try to figure something out with your recording, you know. But the thing is, how I did it, and my channel's working out really good. I have 3 different things going on my channel. I got the mud mower stuff going on that keeps them happy.
Yep.
I got my live videos that keeps those fans happy. Then I have the morning broadcast I do from 7 to 7:30, which is basically freedom of speech.
Yep.
So I got 3 different type of fans all on one channel. So it keeps, you know, all the videos going. So it's not like I only have just mud mower community people going, you know?
well, that's your live work stream that you do at the tire shop.
Exactly. Yep. So it's very, very, you know, easy for me to upload a video at any particular time because I'm guaranteed at least 100 views. So
Wow.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I think the most I've ever gotten is 60 or 70, something like that. But I think I have about 230 videos, something like that at this point.
My live videos I do in the morning between 7 and 7:30. I don't expect any more than 100 views on that. I get anywhere from, you know, 50 to 60, maybe 80 views, you know, but that's was actually my original goal anyways. So
What do you have, like a topic a day for that, Mike?
no, it's a freedom of speech. You come up there and you say anything you want. Don't matter if it has to do with you know, somebody else's YouTube channels, something that happens in your own personal life, and you just want to blur it out and get other people's opinions. You know, put it this way: it's not made for anybody that has a judgmental status on their mind. You have to be open-minded. You have to take it both ways. You know, but you know, it's just self-explanatory. Freedom of speech. You know.
It's a nationwide company.
So-
We have logistic areas in like 40 states.
I guess I'm just not that popular, huh, Mike?
You'll get there,
How many
Ken, brother.
subscribers is he?
How many you have, Ken?
What do I have? What do I have? 235? Something like that.
Wow, you should be way up there.
I should, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm starting to put out some more content. I mean, lately, when I've had repairs to do, it's either been so cold so that my phone freezes up after 2 seconds and I lose the video or something like that. Because, like I said, a lot of it I do outside, and it's just been too cold to, you know, the camera doesn't last, the battery doesn't last.
Right. Yep. I know the feeling. My camera does the same thing.
I mean, a couple of my shot, I thought I shot some great videos. I go back and there's nothing there. And
Oh, man.
the battery's blinking. I'm like, oh, great, you know.
Yep.
I know.
Well, like I said, I have the shop in my basement. I could do small 2-strokes and stuff like that. But lately, with the grass cutting, people are bringing in mowers and tractors. So that's where the money is. So you got to go for the money, you know.
Yep. Another thing that really helps is going on other people's live videos, even if it has nothing to do with small engines.
Yep. Well, like I said, I'm always on Mix. I'm on Snobbies with the Scrappers. Anytime Bruce comes on, I'm always doing stuff with Bruce. And you know, you got Pates, you got Henry with Mowers and Blowers. I mean, it's sort of a little community with that around here, you know.
Right.
But I'd love to get Henry on these things, though. I'm just surprised Chris Pate's not on because you know she said she was coming on. I don't know if she thinks I'm going on at 9 or what. I told people between 8 and 9.
Well, what you could do is you have you
I
should
can time
when
it.
you-
It'll tell you when it's coming on. You know, like say the stream tomorrow at 9 o'clock or something. You know.
right. You have a community page on yours, right?
Probably has the pants.
What? Yeah. What is the when you say community page though? What is that?
All right. So if up top on your right hand corner on your YouTube,
Yeah.
you're gonna see a little
The dots?
film thing, right? Where you
Yeah.
upload.
Oh yeah. The camera. Yeah.
All right. You click on that. Does it say post?
Let me see. No. Oh, you know why I'm in StreamYard?
Yeah.
I
Good.
X'd out of the YouTube one because I didn't want the double microphone.
All right, so if you hit that little camera with the little plus on it,
Yeah.
I'll say upload video or go live or post.
Okay. What? Okay.
Hit the post, and then you could be able to put something like a message up there with the picture, like
So I'm gonna
Facebook.
ask,
Oh, okay.
look up there.
All right. Never tried that before.
And if you do that, it's like a half hour before you go live.
Yep.
Everybody will get that notification.
Oh, okay.
Really have a
Yep.
I see it for you all the time. Yeah.
Yep. Even if you use StreamYard,
Mhm.
and before you go on, you'll see a spot on the bottom that says schedule for time.
Huh. Alright.
And then you can set it for a half hour, 40 minutes, or whatever you want to go live. It's this way it gives everybody an idea when you're going to go live, and it gives them a countdown how long until they have 10 minutes to 12 minutes to get ready.
Oh, can you use a green screen?
My cloak has a green screen on it.
What is this thing on here? Banner. It says, Mike. What can I put? Text across the screen?
Yep.
Then he said
Click on the banner.
that wasn't working.
Yeah. And then what? The pencil?
Yep, hit the pencil. Type anything you
Oh,
want in
there
there. Just type anything really quick.
That's funny though. It's next one. Like a-
I figured it was swing. I figured he just told you out of one side and hit the floor.
Hey, babe, the hookup in the Salem. Bruce said, "What's that hook for?" He thought it was for a sex toy swing.
I thought it was a sex swing and you got a little rough and she fell out of it. Pulled the other hook out of the ceiling.
And just add banner. Hit add banner. There you go.
I'm thinking.
Ah, that's cool. I never knew that was there.
I
Yep.
don't know.
And now if you go back, you'll see where
'Cause you guys
it's
had
not
that
just a
on
banner.
remote.
there's another one that you could have
I have no idea.
strolls on the bottom.
Oh, no kidding.
I was thinking about bringing her, but I don't want her laying on the floor.
Oh, that's the second box, the one underneath
Yep.
it. Let's see.
Now you see how she just like cuddles up to you.
Mm.
I don't like that in her only because it is a typical stranger. Know what I mean? Like
Yeah, she's gonna go cuddle up with some random person. Ken's Small Engines, right now.
Yep.
I'm gonna go unsubscribe to him right now.
Mr. Mo Outlaw is gonna hit that like button. There you go.
That's pretty cool. Now, what? Now on the other, you have another one that says comments, and you have brand. What are
The
those?
brand, if you look at the top right hand side, it says Power by StreamYard.
Yep.
You can put your little icon right there.
Oh, okay. That's where it's brand.
Yep.
Oh,
You might have to upload a picture.
This guy.
oh okay. Yep.
You've got another subscriber.
There you go. Thanks, Bruce.
No problem. No. Yeah, we have to find it
On the table.
on the table.
Interesting.
Let's see. I'll pull my StreamYard up. I can't do that because I would have to upload one. No. Then everybody would think I'll be going live.
Let's see here. What's in your videos, Cherokee? Anything?
Oh, you're right,
You were talking about it before with the mostly the horns and things, or what?
And I hit the bell.
you're right, chicken.
Now, Bruce, you do a lot of mudding up there, right? Was it Maine or what?
Yeah.
I don't know if they do a lot of that in Connecticut. I know up in some of the state parks, they have some areas up there where you can do it.
Upstate Connecticut, they do.
Yeah, down where I am, forget it. It's all this money. Yep. Mower Outlaw.
Uh-oh. Gonna be too much feedback, isn't it?
Which one's is that Bruce?
That's Bruce.
Yep.
Oh, Who's that? I think it was the other day. Cheryl had him on. And we're watching the back of his head, and he didn't know it.
Yeah, it was I had the glasses on.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny with the boobs through the glass. Yep. Hilarious.
It's the better view of him.
I think it's kind of cool.
So what's on tap for you guys, Andy?
Eating breakfast. Then we have to go back up to the shop.
You doing some live today or what?
No, we're gonna go up there and pick up his machine. I'll go for a little ride around the shop.
I tell you, your breakfast looked a lot more yummier than mine. Yeah, I got my Terrell shirt on today, Bruce. Support Terrell.
Yep.
You've got a little more thickness to flatten out the shirt.
A little bit. I'm pushing about 250-ish. Yeah, I got a little bit more. But see, you know what it is, Bruce? I got the extra. I don't need as much wheel weight for you guys, you know?
Yeah.
Huh? It helps out when you're plowing snow. I don't need all the wheel weights in the back.
Come on.
Where is everybody?
I gotta figure out how to watch the chat.
So did they ask you to stay inside, Ken?
No, I mean at this point, they request it, but they haven't demanded it yet, and no businesses. The stores are down. All the stores are down. All the restaurants are only takeout. No barbers and nail salons, things like that. But the gas stations are open. Anything critical is still open. Where I work, we're a defense contractor, so we have to be open. In fact, when you're a defense contractor, the government can actually use your facility if need be in a time of crisis. So we have to stay open. But other than that, the people that are hurting, I have a friend of mine works at a car dealer. They're really hurting because people aren't really going out shopping or anything. Great time to get deals. I mean, I was listening to the news last night or the TV. A lot of the deals around here, they're offering like 5 to 7 years, 0% interest on everything they got because nobody's coming in. So if you have the money, great time to buy a car or truck.
Yeah, General Motors and Ford Motor Corporation are both doing 0% financing for 84 months. So
Wow.
7 years.
The sad thing is you need that long to pay for these things. That's what's crazy.
I stopped when I totaled my crew cab about a year ago. I went to the dealership and I looked at a truck that was 3 years old. It had 55,000 miles on it, and they still wanted almost 60 grand for it.
There's a guy where I work
gorgeous,
bought a brand new Ford King Ranch, fully loaded. 101 was the sticker.
Wow.
That's the way the Denali's are.
Yep.
Hey, Ken, how far are you from Electric Boat?
From where?
Electric Boat.
I'm pretty far. I'm about an hour and 10 minutes.
All right.
Electric's close to you. Well, that's Groton. That's up by you. But it's about an hour and 10 minutes for me. If you type in the Bridgeport area, that's where I am. I'm right next to Bridgeport.
I got you.
Groton, Massachusetts?
No, Groton. Connecticut, babe?
Yeah.
Isn't that where your brother works?
No.
Where does your brother work?
Which one? I got two.
Scott.
Oh.
Cherokee. I don't know if you guys see it. Cherokee's helping out a lot with the Ronald McDonald. Yeah, Cherokee. I don't know if you guys know it. My daughter, my oldest daughter, had stage 4 cancer when she was 17, and thankfully, with the Lord's help, she's cured. She's been clean about 8 years now, and thank God for that.
Awesome.
But I try and help out sometimes. A lot of times I'll donate some proceeds to Yale Children's Hospital. In fact, I won't even put my name on it. I'll just write a check and send it off. But definitely support your Make-A-Wish, your children's charities, things like that, because they do make a difference.
Babe, Bruce needs help over here.
No, he's not a psychiatrist.
That's not my department. That's his girl's department. Sorry.
Not with that, asshole.
He's not an asshole. He's the whole ass.
Oh,
Oh,
family channel. But I see Mike sometimes. Mike throws out a few bombs. I've seen that before.
Yep.
But that's good, Cherokee. Thumbs up to you. I mean, good work you're doing. I tell you, anything you could do for the kids, especially the kids
I apologize.
with cancer and all kinds of problems, it really helps.
But with me waking up at 3 yesterday morning,
All we did was.
My breakfast is done, so
I rubbed his feet and then
that's it.
we went to.
It's Cherokee. You talk about hats and stuff. I know when my daughter was getting her chemo and all, they had a big case for hats because when the kids got the chemo, they lost their hair, and people would donate all kinds of crazy hats, like cartoon hats and things like that. That way, the kids felt good when they, didn't have their hair on. They could wear a funny hat. So, stuff like that. A lot of donations. It's definitely thumbs up.
Every morning on the days that I go to gym, and that's already too.
All right, Ken. We will talk to you after.
All right. Yeah, have a great day, guys. I look forward to
what I'm doing here.
You get.
we look forward to seeing your vids, Mike.
All right.
Thanks for showing up. We'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you later.
Take it easy. Just me. It is now after 9, and I'm like, where is the pates? Where are the normal people who chime in all the time? I know it's Sunday, but the churches are closed because of COVID, so no excuse. Should be on here. Anyway. But yeah, donating and putting in your time for especially children's charities. I give you a lot of credit, Cherokee. That's a great thing you're doing. Thanks a lot, Bruce. I appreciate it. Got to get me up to 1,000 because at 1,000, I'm giving away a DTI TT20K tachometer, $100 value, giving it away. As soon as my 1,000 subs hit, putting the names in the fishbowl, someone's going to win a tachometer. So, and I announced that a few months ago and really didn't get me much, but something I'm going to do. Anyway, anybody got a small engine question? I could try and answer it. Usually people are chiming in saying, I got a mower that won't work. And I try and help them out, So, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Volunteering. Yep. All that stuff. Oh, gosh. What else? Is Steve still there? Who's still here? I see 3. So it's me, probably Cherokee, and Steve. I am surprised no more of the small engine nation are on here. Usually we get a lot of people, 9 o'clock on a Saturday. But I know we got the UK contingent. I don't know if Snobby and Dusty are still watching, but good afternoon to you guys if you're still watching. We've been on now a little over an hour. A lot of different topics going on. Small engines if you want to. It could be scrapping. It could be anything. I don't care. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. The weather, COVID, people stealing gloves and diapers and things like that. Who knows? All kinds of stuff going on today. It is crazy. But we're here. We're here to talk about anything you want. Small engines, whatever. Chime in. I will put up the link. Anyone is welcome to join the stream. Join it. And doesn't hurt. Always fun to have more people on here. We've got our regulars. Hopefully will chime in. We got Maddie Olson. We got Pates. We got all kinds of people. Nikki over in Ireland, and Nikki Walsh is around. He can chime in. Don't know what everybody's doing today. Mick, Snobby, Dusty, all those people. All the great people of the UK. Yeah, just a great bunch of people. Where is everybody? Starting to get an inferiority complex. What's going on? So I'll hang out for a little while more. Hopefully some people will chime in. But other than that, I got to get to that John Deere tractor, fix the axle, and hopefully get more money. See what happens. But it's like Ferris Bueller. Is anyone out there? Anyone? You know? Anyway, what else can I talk about? Well, support Terrell's channel. Terrell Fixes All. Love Terrell's channel. Buy his Terrell apparel like I did. I love wearing the shirt. People see it and they go, I've seen him. So very popular guy. Good small engine channel. You can learn a lot from him. I've got over 200 videos out there. If there's something you're looking for, do a search. I may have something on it. All right. 2-stroke, 4-stroke, chainsaws, push mowers, tractors. I fix it all. Hydrostatic transmissions, regular transmissions, gearboxes, whatever it takes, I'll fix it. So if anyone has any suggestions on what they'd like to see on my channel, let me know. If there's a piece of equipment I can fix or try and get a hold of one to fix to show you a fix, I'll do that too. If I can't tell you verbally on the stream, maybe I can show you. So, anywho, what else can I talk about today? We talked about the COVID. Connecticut, they haven't really shut us down yet. Most of the stuff voluntarily have shut down. You know, the restaurants are open. Support your local restaurant. Go get takeout. Most of the restaurants here, we have one that's local to us called Vazzi's, real good place. They have the fantastic porchetta and roast beef sandwiches. They were actually bringing them out to your car for you for $3.50. So that was a deal. But even, you know, your pizza parlors and all the different restaurants, you know, hey, everyone, the only thing is you're not sitting at a table, but you're still getting the good quality food. You're just not getting served. So, you know, take it home, eat it in the car. I remember eating pizza in my cars when I got my license. I'd get a pizza and just eat in the car. But anyway, let's see what else. Oh, I'm gonna do a video probably on Allen wrenches, or a lot of people buy the Harbor Freight Allen wrenches. There's nothing wrong with those, the Pittsburgh brand. There's absolutely nothing wrong with them. But I find that when I'm doing a lot of older equipment where the hardware, the cap screws are really tight, I really need the quality and the heat treat of a Bondus brand Allen wrench, especially the Bondus that has the rounded end that you can put at a different angle. I think it's up to like 10 degrees or something. The Bondus, BONDHUS Bondus, if you look them up. I actually have a full set of English and metric Bondus Allen wrenches, the T-handled wrenches. Like I said, I have the Pittsburgh as well. I like the Pittsburgh, but when you're really cranking on something like a chainsaw cylinder that has never been off and you really got to crank it, I noticed that the Pittsburgh sometimes will twist and even roll over a little bit because the heat treat isn't as good as a name brand. I mean, you have Bondhus, you have Eklund, all the different, Proto, there's different Armstrong, the different tool manufacturers, the major tool manufacturers make them. You get what you pay for, especially when you buy T-handled Allen wrenches. And like I said, I recommend the Bondhus brand. You can get a metric or an English kit for about $25 off of Amazon delivered. And I tell you, you're getting 10 wrenches. It's $25, $2.50 a piece. You can't go wrong. You'll probably only use 2 or 3 sizes in there. You can buy them individually for $3 or $4 a piece if there's only 3 or 4 sizes you use. I know when you're fixing saws, you basically only need maybe 3, 4, 5, 6. That's about it. Other than that, you really don't need it. Most of the stuff is 4s and 5s millimeter on a saw. So, but I recommend the Bondhus brand of Allen wrenches because they're heat treated very well. They will not round over, and you will get that fastener off. So, just a recommendation for that. So, all right, we've been on an hour and 13 minutes. Oh, man, where is everybody? I was hoping the Pates and Bruce and some of these other people would be on here, but I'll wait a little bit longer, not too much longer, though. I still have to go outside and finish work on that John Deere. But anybody wants to chime in, there's the link, StreamYard. You click on it. I see your picture in the basement here. Tell you to wave or do something so I know you're not trolling or a robot. And I click you on, and then you share the screen and we talk. And that's it. Not a lot. It's Sunday morning. It's 9:13. It's about 30 degrees here in Connecticut. It's going to be a chilly day, 40, 42. But put on my Carhartt hoodie, go out in the driveway and fix something, make some money. So, all right. What else can we talk about? Not much today, though. Like I said, with COVID going on, I know some of the people on here were talking about them not taking cash at gas stations. They haven't done that where we are. The gas station attendants are still there because most of the gas stations around here anyway are convenience stores. They have bread, milk, things like that. So they're always selling that. Coffee especially. I mean, some of the ones by me have fantastic coffee for $1 a cup. And, you go in there sometimes just for coffee. But they are wearing gloves. So when they hand you your money, your change, whatever, they're going to be wearing gloves. They don't offer the gloves at the pump. I know in our place, people were stealing the gloves, so they stopped doing it. So if anyone's going out to pump gas, you may want to take a glove or a bag with you to put on your hand when you go pump the gas, if you're afraid of, germs or whatever, because none of the gas stations around here are offering the free gloves anymore. So let's see. Well, you know what, guys? It's 1:15. It doesn't look like anyone else is coming on. I think I'm going to hit it. I'm going to go out to the driveway. I'm going to start making some money. I've got a few things to do. I will probably have some videos up later for you. If you have any suggestions, comment, subscribe, like, hit the bell. Anything you want to see, just throw a comment in. If I can find it, or if I have something I could fix for you and show you what to do, I would be glad to do so. So Cherokee and all Steve and everybody else who chimed in, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're going to take off right now, but we'll be on soon, and watch out for my videos. All right, guys, that'll be it for me. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye, guys.